Good day, my friends. Thank you for returning to Menopause University, where you learn everything you need to know to create your menopause your way. I'm Menopause Taylor, your teacher. You sure have learned a lot about menopause in general and Alzheimer's in particular. This is video 271 in the whole lineup, and it's the 36th video in the Alzheimer's unit. And we're not even at the end of the unit yet. The reason there are so many Alzheimer's videos is because I will leave nothing to chance when it comes to giving you the information you need to prevent Alzheimer's. I tell you everything, the things you want to hear and the things you don't want to hear. I give you options in every category for preventing Alzheimer's, and I don't sugarcoat, downplay, or distort anything. I just tell it like it is. What you do with the information is entirely up to you. Or, as I've said in previous videos, what happens to you is up to you. Today, we will address the vitamins, minerals, and supplements that can prevent Alzheimer's. Now, I just told you that I don't sugarcoat anything, so let me rephrase that. Today, we will address the vitamins, minerals, and supplements that can in no way prevent Alzheimer's, but that are available to benefit your brain in some small way. Like I said, I tell the truth. I'll get into the details in a bit. In my book, both the first and the second editions, this material is in chapter 33 in the section headed Vitamin and Mineral Options. The book gives you this information, but this video is a great complement to the book, so keep watching. All right, while I will list and elaborate a bit on all the vitamin, mineral, and supplement options that can benefit your brain in some small manner, please do not make the mistake of assuming that any of them can actually prevent Alzheimer's. Everybody fears Alzheimer's, but as J.R.R. Tolkien said, false hopes are more dangerous than fears. And nowadays there's a lot of both. I just hate it when you get false information from marketers, advertisers, celebrities, and articles that delude you into believing you can actually prevent Alzheimer's or any disease with vitamins, minerals, and supplements. The entire vitamin, mineral, and supplement industry is solely for purposes of maintaining good health. No vitamin, mineral, or supplement can diagnose, cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. In fact, there is a disclaimer to that effect on every product in the industry. I gave you an entire video on this back in video number 191. And I've addressed it in various ways in numerous videos before that. My job as your teacher is to ensure that you understand the capabilities and limitations of each and every option for each and every purpose. And while a variety of vitamins, minerals, and supplements can offer a benefit to your perfectly healthy brain, none can prevent or treat Alzheimer's. And never is any vitamin, mineral, or supplement that comes in a bottle as good or better than what you can get in food. There's a widespread affection for vitamins, minerals, and supplements that come in bottles. And it's really quite bizarre if you stop and think about it. Here you have an entire industry that is entirely unregulated. This means that anybody can make any kind of vitamin, mineral, or supplement from any materials, stick them in a bottle, and sell them without having to get any kind of approval. They don't have to be accurate about telling you what's in the bottle, what it can do, or its side effects. Yet, they can sell it to you. And the writing on the bottle leads you to believe that it's capable of much more than it really is. Despite the fact that any vitamin, mineral, or supplement in a bottle is automatically synthetic, the public views them as natural. And they buy them like crazy. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And the faith people put in vitamins, minerals, and supplements is almost of religious proportions. People literally swear by them. This is true even though there's no research on any of them. Now, despite my comments, I have nothing against vitamins, minerals, or supplements that come in a bottle. I take some myself, but I do so knowing full well of their limitations. Most people take them with false expectations. If you watched my videos in the heart attack unit, you'll recall that I brought the fallacy of the low-fat movement to your attention by pointing out the fact that since the low-fat movement began, people have been getting fatter and fatter, not thinner. They've had more heart attacks, not fewer. And the reason is that fat is not the culprit in causing heart attacks. Sugar is. Well, you need to use that same kind of perspective in assessing the capabilities of vitamins, minerals, and supplements in bottles. With all the thousands of bottled vitamins, minerals, and supplements available over the counter, and with everybody taking them by the handful every day, ask yourself, are people getting healthier? Is Alzheimer's decreasing or increasing? If all these vitamins, minerals, and supplements in bottles could prevent Alzheimer's, wouldn't we have seen evidence of that by now? This is an excellent book on this whole craze over bottled products that are artificial synthetic substitutes for what we should be getting from our food. It's called Vitamania by Catherine Price. It's a great, great read. And I point all this out because so many people fall prey to believing that these products can do things that they cannot do. So I will be sure to tell you the whole story. I'm going to go through all of these in sequence. First the vitamins, then the minerals, and then the supplements. And I'll tell you what each one can do for your brain. The first items will be the B vitamins. And I'm going to address them as a group, but point out specific details where indicated. The B vitamins that are beneficial to your brain are vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, vitamin B3, also known as niacin, vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, vitamin B9, also known as folate, and vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin. If you consult various resources, you will see claims that the B vitamins can help prevent Alzheimer's, but that is a bit of a stretch. There is no doubt that the B vitamins are essential to proper functioning of your brain. And there is no doubt that you need to be sure you get enough of all the B vitamins. And there is no doubt that just as low vitamin B levels increase your risk for a heart attack, they also increase your risk for Alzheimer's. So getting adequate levels of the B vitamins does decrease your risk for Alzheimer's. But decreasing your risk of Alzheimer's and preventing Alzheimer's are two completely different things. Do not let one bleed over into the other. If you do, your brain will be the casualty. In the unit on heart attack, you learned about something called homocysteine. It's caused by a diet high in animal fats. And when homocysteine is elevated in your blood above 15 micromoles per liter, your risk for a heart attack is significantly increased. Well, the very same thing is true for Alzheimer's. And you lower your homocysteine level by adopting a 100% plant-based diet and taking B vitamins. So use the B vitamins to lower your risk for Alzheimer's. Do not use them to prevent Alzheimer's. The next vitamin is vitamin C. Vitamin C in very high dosages can also decrease your risk of Alzheimer's. But like the B vitamins, it cannot prevent it. The dosage requirement for making any difference in your risk for Alzheimer's is much higher than what you'll find in most products. You need at least 3 grams daily to even begin to have an impact on your risk for Alzheimer's. So to put this in perspective, this vitamin C product provides a dosage of 1,000 milligrams, which is 1 gram. And that is 1,567% of the recommended daily allowance for vitamin C. But you have to take 3 of these daily to have an impact on your risk for Alzheimer's disease. And that puts you at a 4,701% of the recommended daily requirements. Now, fortunately, such high dosages of vitamin C are not harmful. So it can't hurt, but it isn't magic either. Vitamin E is next. The benefit of vitamin E is in its ability to help clear your arteries of fatty deposits. So vitamin E's effect is really due to its ability to lower your risk for a heart attack. And all the risk factors for a heart attack are also risk factors for Alzheimer's. But again, the necessary dosage is higher than most formulations. It's a whopping 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams daily. So, this is a bottle of 400 milligram vitamin E tablets. To benefit your brain, though, you have to take 3 or 4 of these daily. I don't know if you can see them, 3 or 4. I have 4 in my fingers here. And that does it for all the vitamins. Done. Minerals are next. There are only 2 minerals of note for your brain. And there isn't a whole lot to say about either one of them. They are more pertinent to general health than they are to brain health. One is magnesium. Now, magnesium has many benefits in your body overall. It's important for your heart and your bones, as you've learned in the units on those diseases. But it's of minor importance to your brain. The main reason it has any significance at all for reducing your risk for Alzheimer's is because it helps to reduce your risk for a heart attack. The other mineral is zinc. Do not put a lot of faith in this one. It's a piggyback mineral that works alongside the other vitamins and minerals for mental stability. It alone definitely cannot do anything specifically for Alzheimer's prevention. And finally, we have the supplements. Of all the items we're discussing today, the supplements are more beneficial to your brain than any of the vitamins or minerals. But they too must be kept in perspective. They serve the purpose of keeping your already healthy brain healthy. They do not prevent Alzheimer's, especially if you get them from a bottle rather than from food. By far, the most important supplement is omega-3 fatty acid. I have it here in 2 forms. I talked a lot about this in video 265 on proteins, carbohydrates, and fats for preventing Alzheimer's. There, you learn that it's difficult to get omega-3 fatty acids from food because of processing by the food industry. And that's because omega-3 fatty acids are so fragile that they cannot withstand, well, anything. Every little manipulation causes them to degrade. So you can't heat, cool, stir, or bottle them. And yet, here we are talking about getting your omega-3s out of a bottle. Do you see how that just makes no sense whatsoever? It is absolutely impossible to put omega-3s in a bottle, which means that any supplement product that claims to contain omega-3s is pulling your leg and fooling your brain, because you can take as much of the product as you want and you still won't get any omega-3s. They were all destroyed in the manufacturing process. The other problem with omega-3 supplement products is that they are hardly ever isolated omega-3s. Now, isolation is never a desirable thing in the first place. Anytime you take a nutrient and isolate it, your body is unable to use it in the same way it would use it if it had gotten it directly from real food. But with omega-3s, there's a bigger problem. Omega-3s are not only fragile, they are also weak. And the receptor sites for omega-3s are shared with omega-6s, and omega-6s are strong. So anytime you have both omega-6s and omega-3s, the omega-6s hog all the receptor sites. So products like this give you only the omega-6s. The omega-3s don't even stand a chance. One analogy I read used the scenario of a team of big, strong, burly male football players and one dainty little female cheerleader all rushing into a narrow opening in the stadium. The cheerleader doesn't stand a chance. So if you buy any supplement of any kind with any omega-3 in it, you're wasting your money and your hopes, because no matter how much you take, your brain is not going to get even a hint of benefit from omega-3. Thinking it will is a fallacy of mass proportions. So get your omega-3s from food. Now for CoQ10. CoQ10's benefit for your brain is no different than its benefit for your heart. It lowers your risk of a heart attack and thereby lowers your risk for Alzheimer's. It's as simple as that. No more, nor less. So don't believe any claims that state any direct ability to prevent Alzheimer's. And finally, we have lecithin. Lecithin is not a well-known or popular supplement, but it does have some benefit with regard to Alzheimer's. Lecithin is a fat that is essential to your body, and as you've learned, your brain is highly dependent on fat. Its claims are many, some of which imply that it can be used for treating memory disorders. But be careful. You know that no vitamin, mineral, or supplement of any kind is suited for treating anything. Drugs treat diseases. Vitamins, minerals, and supplements do not. Remember, there's that disclaimer on them stating that limitation. Unfortunately, most people never read it, and it's always in teeny, teeny, tiny print. Lecithin functions to help clear your arteries of plaque so it improves the blood supply to your brain. It's like many of these other products which benefit your brain merely because they benefit your heart. Its benefits are exactly like the benefits offered by CoQ10. It's no more magic than that, and the necessary dosage is 1,200 milligrams daily. So the summary is that all these vitamins, minerals, and supplements are readily available, and most people are readily gullible. But the problem is that they can set you up for false hopes or of a quick fix. People love to pop pills rather than doing all the hard work it takes to get results. And the truth about preventing Alzheimer's is that there are no quick or easy fixes. It takes hard work. The lifestyle measures are much more efficient at preventing Alzheimer's than any vitamin, mineral, or supplement in food, and the vitamins, minerals, and supplements in food are much more efficient than any vitamin, mineral, or supplement in a bottle. I'm sorry to be such a stick in the mud, but it's my job to be the one resource that actually gives you both the truth and the whole story. So don't rely on shortcuts or hope for magic, especially out of a bottle. So while the title of this tutorial is Vitamin, Mineral, and Supplement Options for Preventing Alzheimer's, they really aren't an option at all. This is where I'll stop today. Are you seeing the realities of Alzheimer's as we make our way through these videos? Aren't you glad you're learning this now rather than discovering the truth when it's too late? Please come back next week for a video on your herbal options for preventing Alzheimer's. I'll see you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'd love to have a consultation with you if you schedule one at menopausetailor.me. Of all my educational resources, a consultation is the very best way to get all the information and have it all tailored to your particular situation. So schedule one anytime. Bye.